Hi, I'm Rod Weatherby.
I'm Dave Noel, and you're watching Nutshell.tv. What do we got today, Rob?
We're going to talk about mermaids.
Mermaids. The real kind or the flappy flipper kind?
The real kind.
The real
kind.
There we go.
Last month, or perhaps it was in July, I saw this...
1,000 years ago.
Any day before this, I saw this TV show on Animal Planet, which plays TV shows about animals. So they played a documentary about mermaids, which apparently they were, I don't know if they were saying it was a real thing, or they presented it not as a mockumentary, they presented it as an actual show. It was so convincing, apparently. I wasn't convinced, but some people were. The US government, through NOAA, which is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Very clever.
That's good, I remembered it. They had to actually release a statement saying that mermaids weren't real.
What? Apparently, a little while before this, the CDC actually put together a little bit of a test, kind of a tongue-in-cheek kind of exercise, examining what are the proper protocols to put in place should there ever be, in fact, a zombie apocalypse. So the mermaid thing isn't necessarily without precedent, but it's a little weird that it was on, what was it, on TLC?
It was Animal Planet, which I think is actually a National Geographic channel, is that right?
The majority of their stuff is nonfiction, so, you know, time and place.
So, but there's a difference between the Animal Planet documentary or mockumentary and the CDC's zombie apocalypse prevention plan or emergency management of a zombie apocalypse. See, that's the government, though.
Yeah, well, I'd say that the major difference between them is the CDC didn't put out a documentary.
Should these things have to be explained to rational adults?
No, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the majority of the people out there that actually do need it explained aren't necessarily rational adults. It's a little bizarre when you actually come across somebody that holds these really strange, scientifically illiterate beliefs.
So do you think that by having the government come out and explain, and the CDC did have to explain afterwards that there was no zombie apocalypse predicted, that it was just a tongue-in-cheek way of talking about communicable diseases, does it make any difference if the government comes out and says, this isn't true?
According to recent studies by a guy named Meehan and another guy named Reifler.
And one of them's from the University of Michigan, that would be Brendan Meehan, and Jason Reifler is from Georgia State University. Yeah. They say that by coming out and saying this isn't true, that can actually backfire. It actually has the opposite effect that is desired.
Yeah, it's that whole playing into conspiracy thing. If somebody comes out with something in a very public way, it's almost impossible to take it back because, media has memory. So even if an elected official or actually anyone in authority says something that's a little against the mainstream, all of a sudden everyone's going to remember them. Man, did you remember when that guy said that thing and it was all crazy? The same thing happens with UFOs and whatnot. The thing comes out and it's, oh, you see that thing in the sky? And one crackpot who happens to be an authority says, yeah, that was definitely UFO, and we're being visited by aliens who want to abduct your children and give us all colonoscopies.
Right, and then they think that the government coming out and saying it's not true is a false flag operation.
Yeah, well, exactly. Even the same guy can actually get educated in whatever madness he's spewing and go, actually, you know what? I'm pretty wrong with what I said before, and it doesn't really make a difference. People are going to hold their own opinions, and the more sensational the opinions, the better. The only thing that can really combat this is education.
They did the study called The Persistence of Political Misperceptions, and they did 4 experiments. The subjects read mock news articles that included either a misleading claim from a politician or a misleading claim and a correction. They found that when they had the misleading claim and the correction, it actually reinforced people's belief in the original misleading claim.
Really?
The authors said that the results indicate that the corrections frequently fail to reduce misperceptions among the targeted ideological group. We also documented several, they, not me, I'm quoting them. Yeah. We also documented several instances of a backfire effect in which the correction actually increased misperceptions among the groups in question. So, I guess there's mermaids.
I guess so. Lovely, lovely mermaids.
By the sea.
No.